Uh, it's Aaron Moses and Baby Moses. Look, Baby Moses. Yeah, we were supposed to go to the park, but he got hungry. Look, man, I do want to say a happy Father's Day to all the authentic, active fathers that are doing, as simple as P would say, was vital to the title of a father, man. All the fathers that couldn't make it because they were in prison, that really were active in their children's lives when they were in the world, man. Happy Father's Day to you guys as well. Now, of course, because I was on social media a lot, a little bit today, I saw a lot of positivity for the fathers, and of course, it's like 4:30. It's about to be 4:30, and I was finally waiting on one of these goofy. Uh, of course, she had to be. Of course, she had to be overweight, but it is what it is. Happy Father's Day to all the single mothers out there that's trying hard. Um, First of all, just because you weigh the same as a mother and a father combined doesn't mean that you have the ability to be a mother and a father combined. Just because you consume the same amount of food as a mother and a father on a daily basis, that doesn't mean that you're a mother and a father. Just because you have the same problems in your mind as a mother and a father, that doesn't mean that you're a mother and a father. You're just a mom, bro. You're just a mom. By you saying that you deserve to be acknowledged on Father's Day, you're disrespecting your own father. And if you don't respect him already, you're disrespecting yourself. You're disrespecting yourself as a woman and as a mother. Because you saying that you're a mother and a father is letting me know that you don't know what a mother or a father is supposed to do in totality. Just because you provide, just because you discipline however you think you do, just because you keep certain things in order, you're not going to be able to do it like a father. So you're not a father. You're no different than a 10-year-old that babysits their child, bro. I mean, that babysits their little brother or little sister. Because you don't have it all there. You don't know what you're doing. You're not mature. It's not even a mature factor at this point. And if you really do think that if you really do sit down and really do think outside of the semantics, I am technically by definition a mother and a father to this child, then you are no, you have some maturing to do. You could be 60 years old and think this. You could be a grandmother and think I'm a grandfather and a grandma. Like bro, and then female like people do niggas don't even men don't even say that. Not because it's just very rainbow teamish, but because logically that doesn't make sense. So you're a single father, so you're a mother and a father. No, bitch, I'm not a mother and a father to my child. I'm just a really good dad. I'm just a single father and I take care of my baby. I'm not a mother and a father. You get what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing. Like, if you don't hear men saying weird shit like that, as the leader of this society, you should probably fall in line and not say anything weird like that because you sound crazy, you sound bitter, you sound delusional, you sound immature, you sound like a weak ass person. Every time you say you're a mother and a father, yes, you might be mad at the baby daddy and things like that. But at the end of the day, you gotta get over it, bro. Like, yes, it could have been yesterday. You gotta get over it. You saying that you're a mother and a father is disrespectful to men and women simultaneously. You don't know what a father does because you're not a father. You can't teach this boy anything a lot of things you can't teach him anything that he should know from a man's perspective or from a man, so you're not a father. The thing about it is, now whether I don't know if I agree with this or not, but one of my favorite YouTubers named Elliot Host, he said that he was advising this guy and he was asking him, hey Elliot, should I go to school and get my degree because I just accidentally got my girlfriend pregnant. It's going to take about 5 years. And Elliot Host told him, yes, bro, if you're going to be able to make triple the money that you make right now and miss out on the first 5 years of your child's life, then go ahead and do that. And it was a boy. And he said because a child really doesn't need a father until they're about 5 or 6 years old, because a father's role is to teach the child from 5 or 6 years old until they're an adult everything that a woman cannot teach a child. That's what he said. Anything you don't have any real use as a father before the age of 6 years old is what this dude said. Because all a child requires for you to do is really just feed it, teach it numbers, language, and change it. Just keep it alive, pretty much. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that in totality, but let's just say that were true. Everything after 6, what is that? Interacting with little boys, understanding the function of how males and females are supposed to socialize with each other, understanding, teaching the main difference of feminine communication, masculine communication, and just the most important things. This whole discipline thing, I see a lot of people, not only in the black community, but of course we are notorious for this. The mom yelling at the little boy, making him cry, punching him in the chest. Because you gotta be extra tough on him. I gotta be extra hard on him because you know his dad walked out on us and shit, bro. Like, bro, first of all, that's not how a man would discipline their child in this situation. A man would not ball their fist up and punch their child and yell in their face. So you're not being a very good, you're not a mother and a father because you don't know what you're doing. Okay? That's not gonna make him tough. That's gonna make him dislike women. Okay? That's gonna make him not like you. That's gonna make him crazy. Whatever effect you think that's gonna affect how he interacts with females, and that's gonna affect his own self-esteem, and he's gonna end up doing something stupid, bro. And he's gonna think that's what masculinity is when it's not. You're bullying your child because you think that's what men would do in this situation. Did you even have a father? If you didn't have a father, how the fuck are you gonna be a mother and a father to a child, bro? If that's how your dad raised your brothers, then his ass was abusive. You know what I'm saying? What's up, bro? Yeah, you was in here last time I snapped on you, but you did ask me some weird Bill Nye the Science Guy, Ben 10 asked questions. Yeah, you still, I don't know if you're a bot, but whatever the case may be. Um, so no, it's just real ridiculous for you to be able to say that look in the mirror and proudly be able to say you're a mother and a father. Now, I'm not trying to downplay the fact that you may hold it, that you asked me the same weird question. Yes, you copy and pasted the same stupid ass shit. So I'm not trying to downplay the fact that you might be a single mom and you might work 2 or 3 jobs. You know what I mean? Um, and you might have to do all the disciplining and the organizing and the nurturing and the cooking and all of that, bro. That's great. That's amazing. Well, it's not great, but it is what it is. It's sad that you have to do it all by yourself, you know what I mean? Because of course, you need a man, your children need a man, they need a man in the household to do all the other stuff, not just fighting for you because you can't shut up. You know what I'm saying? When we go in the street, not just carrying stuff, not just fixing stuff, not just listening to your stupid ass problems because none of your friends want to hear your stupid ass problems because they're stupid ass problems. That's not all we're there for. We're there to be an example, a lot of it. We're there for them to know how to respond to life. We're there for the girls to know their value in a way that a woman can't teach a little girl her value. You're not gonna break it down. You're not gonna show it. It's not gonna feel the same because it's not. It's just not. So you're not a father. That's impossible. For you to say that, you don't even you have no understanding. Now on my last live, somebody tried to tell me what the definition of insanity was, and he used that same cliche. Oh, insanity is when you repeat the same thing over and over and hope for a different result. And I corrected him by saying that insanity is actually, you know, doing something without consistent consciousness and awareness and understanding. That's what insanity is. When you have no idea what's going on, but you're doing it anyway. Okay, like some Michael Myers type of stuff. Michael Myers is insane. I don't think that he's actually conscious of what he's doing. But anyways, that's insanity, bro. That's insanity for you, especially if you actually grew up with a father. You know what I mean? And a lot of times it is women who didn't grow up with a father. Because if you had a father, if you had an authentic father that you saw more than once a month, then you would never say that I'm a mother and a father at the same damn time. Like that's weird, bro. So again, shout out to all the women out there that are holding it down, that are making a way out of no way. But I do want to say this, just to give you an example. Now, I don't really necessarily agree with this, but in totality, but I'll just give you an example. So, my cousin, my cousin Phil, shout out to Phil. He's like in his 50s. He said, "Cuz, you want to have kids one day?" And I said, "Yep, a lot. At least five or however many I can afford." He said, "Yeah, five, you're gonna need some money, cuz." So the thing about it is, you can't have no daughter and be broke. And I was like, "Oh yeah, because daughters need a lot of stuff. They like a lot of dresses and barrettes and things." He was like, "Nah, not just because of that, cuz. Because one day that daughter is gonna grow up." No, I'm ignoring you because I don't have to respond to you right now because I'm talking. He said one day that daughter is gonna grow up and she's gonna start attracting the attention of young men. And you need to be able to buy your daughter whatever she wants because one day a man is going to try to buy her love or buy her body or buy her attention, buy her affection. And she needs to be able to say, "I'm not impressed with that," or "I don't need your money. I could just ask my dad for that." And I was like, "Damn, that is that is important because if she doesn't have a father, then is like, okay, even if she does have a mom with money, you still don't want her. That's still imbalance. At the end of the day, it's still imbalance. She still needs to. Both genders equally need a father. Like it's not gonna be better for a little girl to grow up with a whole bunch of women and no men around. That's that's sicker than a man growing up. Oh, in a way, in a way. But at the end of the day, bro, you're not a mother and a father. And if you really feel that, or if you really feel that, and if you sit down and meditate, and you're like, okay, I'm still not convinced. I'm still not convinced. I am a mother and a father. You might be a stud. You might be a stud that has more facial hair than me right now, but you just got a vagina, just a fat vagina, big pretty pussy lips, but you're still rough and tough with your afro puff. You might just be one of those. I dig it. You might just feel like you think like a man. You might just feel like that. I get it. You might just say, you know what? I don't agree. I am a man. I mean, a woman. I mean, I am what I am. But I am a mother and a father. I don't believe him. If you really think that, what I want you to do is, I want you to call your father if you have that availability. I want you to talk to him. I don't want you to discuss what you're listening to in this message. That's not what I want you to do. I just want you to covertly speak about masculinity and the role of a father. Don't say anything about the role of a father. Just you figure out a way. Use your infinite mind, use your creativity to speak about the role of a father without saying the word father or the role of a father. Then what I want you to do is try to do that. Then what I want you to do is I want you to take your child around men who you think are positive influences for a month as much as possible. and see if you see a difference. That's what I want you to do. Pillars of the community, members of the church, your own family. You call if you have a brother or some uncles or a granddad, just tell them, hey, I want to see something. Can you kick it with whatever your child's name is for like a month, like twice, 2, 3 times a week, a month? Cause I need to take a class or whatever. Well, you don't gotta lie, but I just want to see something and see the difference. Like you might be a woman, you might be a female, but at the end of the day, yes, I do understand the semantics of it because men communicate with semantics a lot more. Hold on, bro. Listen. What I do is I speak on what I want to speak on. I speak on what pops in my head. I stare in the mirror back there behind me. I meditate on my eyes. I think about my life and I speak on what I want to speak on. Sometimes it's current events. Sometimes it's seasonal. I might talk about Christmas during Christmas, Halloween during Halloween. I speak on spirituality. I speak on carnality. I speak on life. I do reactions, and very soon I'm gonna start doing tarot card readings. I am a musical artist. I make music, everything, anything that I feel. This is a lot of this for me, but people want to watch me do me, so that's what I do. I deliver content. And usually, when I'm not so deep in my message, I do respond to my audience. But I'm just trying to flow right now. I'm trying to get it all out so I could be done. So I could go take my son to the park and play with him. Okay? That's all. Okay, the car readings, okay, that's what's up. But just, I do understand the whole semantics because you're all alone in this situation. But at the end of the day, like I think I made a video on this. The dude, the lady asking Dr. John Deloney if she should get a stepfather for her son, her 6-year-old son, because her family's telling her, oh my God, this nigga, hold on, here that do it on this, cause that's not cutting it. Here, get it. Here, do it on that. Her family was telling her that she doesn't need to start dating again. I mean, her family's telling her that she does need to start dating again, but she says she would rather have a social life with her female friends than have to put herself in the world and risk whatever it is that she has to risk to find a man, to be a good example for her child. And at the end of the day, bro, niggas don't want to have to take time out their day to raise your child because you can't socialize with your peers. How selfish can you fucking be? And if you want to see my reaction to that, just go to my channel and type in Dr. John Deloney, bro, or something like that. If anything, I'll put the link in the description if you comment, if you want to see it. But how selfish can you be? Because you can't function in society and you can't socialize with the opposite gender that is your peer. You want to put this responsibility, this burden. Thank you, bro. You want to put this burden, like yes, it's a responsibility. Like you might think, okay, it's a joy for me to hang out with my own children. That's your kids, bro. Niggas don't want to be around your kids all the time, bro. Like, bro, you don't even want to be around your children all the time. Why would you think that somebody else will find so much joy in kicking it with your son or your daughter, bro? Like, can you teach my son how to be a man? Can you? No. You gotta suffer the consequences for you not wanting to socialize like a fucking adult, bro. You wanna be a weirdo and hang out with all your other friends have men. You just wanna be the odd woman out and just be weird and just be strange and leech off of other people's masculine energy. Niggas don't wanna raise your child, bro. Go fuck yourself. What the fuck? Like, even if it was, I think 2 or 3 nephews. See, I don't even know. Like, I got a sister, I don't talk to her though. And she has children. If she called me if I lived in Atlanta, and she was like, "Hey, Aaron, I need you to hang out with my sons and just do man stuff with them. How much? Like once a like maybe 2, 3 times a month? No. How much? How much money? Cause that's time on my life. Like I have love for everybody that's blood related to me, but that's not my job, bro. Like as an uncle, yeah, but as somebody who has who the world is my oyster. Somebody who has so many things I could be doing, so many beautiful, wonderful things I could be doing. Like, Aaron Moses, you're selfish. I got one life to live, man. And you can't socialize with people. See, the thing about it is, we gotta start holding people accountable. You can't socialize with people. You can't socialize with your peers. You have messed up, like, relationship skills. Your legacy has to suffer because of that. You got it. Your children have to suffer. I'm sorry, because when I can't pay for stuff, my son goes without, and he doesn't go without. That's how life is. I can't call you for help. You can't call me for. It's not even that. Like, I'm just giving you an easy way out. So you want me to hang out with your children? What are you gonna be doing? Are you gonna be learning social skills? Are you gonna be looking for a man? Are you gonna be in therapy? Are you going to be going to networking groups so you can meet maybe other people with the same issues as you, and you can learn how to keep a man instead of trying to leech off of everybody's masculine energy? Like, who? That's not fair for me. That's not fair for you. That's not fair for your children. That's not fair for my children. Like, people always try to do this. Oh, you need to be a good example. I am a good goddamn example. I have healthy coping mechanism, healthy coping skills. I read physical books, not just ebooks and audiobooks. I got a job. No, I'm not a fucking millionaire, but shit, I'm not begging. You, you, you gotta learn, because I have to learn. I gotta learn how to do stuff the easy way or the hard way. You gotta learn how to do stuff the easy way or the hard way. You saying, "Hey, can you kick it with?" You need to say, "Can you kick it with my children, my sons, and show them man stuff until I find a man, not for forever." Like, dude, if you as a single woman, you are engaging with somebody. If you have the time to engage with that person on an intimate level, no, Aaron Moses. That only took 2 hours to go to the club and scan and vet all these dudes that try to put themselves inside me. And then finally call one back, call three back, go on 3 dates. That didn't take that long. That only took like 10 hours out of my life. Okay, if you took if you took 3 times more of that, I'm sure you could find. I don't know. I'm not a female, bro, so I don't know how long it takes to find a man. But okay, it probably takes me about 2 months to find a girlfriend, probably, right? A real girlfriend, for real, for real. So a quarter of that as a woman, what is that? A month and a half? That's not a quarter. That's you whatever. I don't know how it is. I don't know how it is. But damn, bro, it can't be that hard, bro. It might be. Who knows? Because that's why I've messed up relationships, because it doesn't take me very long. I move fast. So maybe that's my thing. But at the end of the day, no, you can't keep putting this. You can't keep like this is the equivalent. You saying, "Hey, can you show them how to be a man? Maybe like 1, 2, 3 times a month." That's the same thing as being on food stamps. And there's nothing wrong with being on food stamps, but you're not supposed to be on food stamps for the rest of your life, because other people have to pay for that. That comes out of taxpayers' dollars. That's why you're not supposed to be on the county for a lifetime because other people have to pay for that. That's why you can't keep asking your uncles and your granddad and your brothers and your neighbors and the mailman and the preacher man and the milkman. There, see, it's not even the milkman and the nigga that, and the dude that rings up your groceries on line 4 at Kroger or Ralph's for all the people in the West Coast. You can't keep asking the teacher and the preacher and showing him all these Kevin Samuels videos, and you can't do that because that takes other people's energy, you selfish gremlin. You need to learn how to be a fucking grown up and socialize with people and get a girl, I mean, get a boyfriend and get a man. Now, granted, if you get somebody that is a stepfather to raise your child, then the likelihood of him becoming a stepfather for some other woman's child is very high. Because I will tell you this, my mom had two boyfriends her whole life, Robert and Kerman. Robert Buford, Kerman Middleton. Robert Buford is my little sister's dad. I knew him since I was 2 years old. She was with him till I was 9 or 10. Okay? He didn't raise me. He didn't teach me really anything. He taught me how to throw a football and he took me to my first baseball game. He did not try to show me how to be a man, nothing. He didn't show me how to deal with life, nothing. He showed me Snoop, he listened to a lot of Snoop Dogg. He played a lot of cool music. He showed me how to play a video game for hours. He watched sports with me, things like that, but he didn't raise me. Robert didn't raise me, right? He didn't check on me after I moved with my mom to Atlanta with his daughter. He didn't, I didn't even meet his, I probably met his mom like 3 times in 10 years. Do I resent him for that? No. Okay, because my mom told him not to raise me, basically. She said that she didn't need his help because her ass didn't have a dad, so she didn't know the value of a father either. And then Kerman, I think I met him when I was 12 or 13, possibly, maybe 14. They were together till I was like 18 for 4 years. That nigga didn't raise me either. He bought me weights when I thought I wanted to work out because he was a bodybuilder. I didn't want to work out because I started to smoke weed right after that. And then he what else? He bought me drawing materials because I actually did. But he didn't spend time with me. He didn't take me. He didn't take me places. My bad. Hold on, guys. Audio. He didn't take me places or anything like that. He didn't. Well, actually, he took me and my sister and my mom to Charleston, South Carolina, to meet his family. That was pretty cool. I liked that experience. It was positive. But at the end of the day, bro, if you if you raise your child with a single father, I mean not with a single father, with a stepdad, bro, the likelihood of him becoming a stepdad is high. And that's probably not something that you want for your son. And I'm not saying, and you can't tell him anything really. Like you could tell the stepdad, like, look, bro, uh, I'm an exception to the rule. You don't want to be a stepdad, bro. You're cool, but this is miserable, and I'm always broke because you. Okay? Don't be a stepdad. Go to college and meet a girl there. If you don't meet a wife in college, go to the military. Anything other than that, you don't need to be just messing with females, bro. And don't be a stepdad. And never, ever, under any circumstances, commit fully 110%, marry nothing with a single mom. Don't ever do that. Don't you ever do that. That is not what I want for you. And I know I'm your father, but that's one of the worst things that you can do with your time, money, and energy. I don't care how much you love this. Don't even, if you find out that she has a child, don't even love her at all. Just leave. Leave. Don't do that. At the end of the day, I had this discussion with my cousin, and he had a stepdad, right? He has a stepdad. They're still together. He was with a woman. Shout out to my cousin. I'm not trying to put your business out there. He was with the woman that had a child, and I saw the results of that. And that's not what I wanted. That's not what I will want. That's not what I wanted. I always, something inside me always, before all this red, even when I was blue pill, I just knew, no, don't be with a single mom. Not seriously. Don't ever do that. That's what I knew because I saw how my mom operated with these men. I saw how this nigga was, how Kerman, the man in Atlanta she was with for 7 years, I saw how she was taking his money for the bills and he didn't even really, he didn't live there. He didn't live there. I saw how, I saw how he was acting. I saw, and just peep this though. This is another for all the red pillars out here. You will know why this is a big mistake. And this is how I knew my mom wasn't shit and not to date single mom. Okay, look, this is what I'm gonna tell you this. So I'm gonna tell you 3 things about this relationship that my mom had with her boyfriend for 7 years, and they're still friends to this day, because the niggas is. Anyways, Kerman, he's probably not a simp still. He might be though. I'm gonna tell you 4 things about this relationship. Number 1, my mom is 5'11". Kerman Middleton is about 5'5". Okay, because he got sick when he was a child, and something happened. Something happened to his liver, and it burnt something. The acid burnt something inside him, and he wasn't able to grow past 5'5". Okay, and this is when he was like in 7th grade, 5'5", and all his brothers and sisters are 6 feet, and his mom and his dad. I think his mom, yeah, she's tall. He's the shortest one in his family because of this accident. Okay, so my mom is 5'11". Kerman is like 5'5". That's number 1. Number 2, when I was in high school, he might even be shorter than that. I think he might be like 5'3". When I was in high school, my mom said, she came up to me and she was like, "Do you like Kerman? You think he's a good guy?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think Kerman's pretty cool, no complaints." And she was like, "I think I'm gonna have to break up with Kerman pretty soon." And I said, "Oh my God, why, Mom?" And she said, "Because you're gonna be taller than him one day." And I was like, "So?" And she was like, "I can't date a man that's shorter than my own son, because if I see you punk him, then that's gonna make me not respect him anymore. And if he hits you, if you get in a physical altercation with him, then I can't be with him. And then if you get in a physical altercation with him and you beat him up, I definitely can't be with him." And I was thinking, bitch, you ain't shit. You knew this nigga was gonna be, you knew I was gonna grow taller than him at some point. When you met him, the first day you met him, and you still chose to bring this nigga around and take his money and have him help you with the bills and help you with the car note and have him fix stuff around you. So you knew at some point you were gonna leave him because he was too short for you, but you still chose to use his resources? That's light skin activity. See, that's some Chicago. Oh, that's cold work. That's cold work, bro. What's that? That's number 2. Number 3. Number 3. What's number 3? The reason that my mother and her boyfriend Kerman broke up was because at some point he had told my mom that he wanted to have a baby, right? And she entertained it. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me, because something happened with my audio a little earlier. Even if you're not a reoccurring viewer, just do it for the love of entertainment. Just put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Just comment 1. All right, whatever. So anyway, Kerman told my mom that at some point that he wanted to be a father from her. Look at these bitches. They came in the chat They didn't even say if they could hear me or not. Oh, maybe because they can't hear me. Anyways, let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Press comment one if you can hear me, please, with the headphones in. If you could hear me before. Okay, hold up. Okay, anyways, so he had told my mom at some point that he wanted to have a baby with her. They discussed this in the beginning. My mom said no. They broke up. Now I'm thinking, as a child, when you want to have a baby with somebody, you tell them at the beginning of the relationship. So you knew this nigga wanted to have a baby with you at the beginning of the relationship. 7 years ago, when I was 12, so she was 33. So she was 33 with two children, 34, right? She was like 34. You knew you didn't want to have a baby with this man, but you still strung him along the whole time and had him pay for your children, okay? Then the last thing that really, really made me think about adult relationships was my mom went to his house to go get the rest of her stuff from some stuff from his house. And she had this look and she was like, there was a woman in there. That was his girlfriend. And I was like, so? And she was like, you know what that means? That means that he was cheating on me. Because how could he get a girlfriend so fast? It's only been a month. And I was like, bitch, you lied to him this whole time. If I was him, I'd be cheating on you too, you grimy little devil. So you knew you wanted to dump this dude at some point, and you knew he wanted a baby from you, and you kept him around for 7 years. He should have cheated on you every fucking day of this lie of a relationship. I don't feel bad for you, Mom, if you're watching this. But at the end of the day, yes. Just, you see how important that interaction was with, that interaction between them was for me and my personal growth and the level of trust that I have for women, especially light-skinned women. You know what I mean? With freckles. But at the end of the day, yeah, fathers are needed. Fathers are needed. Fathers are imperative. Honor thy father. Um, and stop saying that you're the mother and the father, because you're not. You're not. Because you cannot teach your child certain things unless you interact with the opposite gender. Okay? It's impossible. It's okay. We all have limits. Humble yourself. Your ego's not that important. Your ego's not important at all. Because 9 times out of 10, you don't know how to use it. Even if you think you do, you probably don't. If you think you do and you probably don't, you probably don't know how to use it. If you think you know how to use your ego properly and you're a spiritualist, you probably don't know how. But it is what it is. It's not what it's not. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the band, you the band, we the band together, man. Happy Father's Day to all the authentic representatives of fatherhood, man. Peace.